the side.
This is to the right.
Right, gee, the roads are good and still shy compared to that red shore.
Are they?
Oh, the red shore was terrible.
Mum's property, you can see over there the sheds to the left, and the white house in front is where my brother lives, who works on the property.
This one here.
That's the wool shed, and the little red outbuilding is the cook's cottage. The buildings to bit to the right, wheat bins. Actually, the house isn't white. I forgot we had it painted. It used to be white. It's now creamy colour. An off-white, yeah. This is our dam running through there. Many people say it's not a dam, it's a lake, but it is a dam. It overflows up the other end. We must have had a bit of rain out here because it's quite wet.
Yes.
Very wet, in fact.
It's fairly narrow, isn't it?
Yes, this is the gateway. Will we fit through it?
Yeah, oh gosh, I think you'll be... I'd need the shoe on.
Do you reckon we'll fit, Eric?
Soon tell you.
When we get down here, there's a gate into the right, just before that little cream building there.
Yes.
Take that road round to the other side of the house. One. See the little white horse up in the brother's place? That's my niece's horse up there, yeah.
I see.
Aren't the red gums beautiful through here? There's a creek running along the right hand side. And this actually, no, this swampy bit here is where the water runs to when the creek's overflowing. Runs along there. The small cream building just here used to be the gardener's house when in the day, no, this one here. Yeah. When in the days when it was in full operation.
Used to be what?
The gardener's house.
Oh yes.
We're going to go into it.
Turn right. This is actually the back of the house. We use it as the front, but the true front of the house is where we're heading to now. Because the railway line used to go out the back where we came in on. The actual road was around this way, around the front. When the railway line closed down, they put the road along the railway line.
It's beautiful out there.
Turning to the left here, Eric. See the gate open?
Yeah, Dad's a bit busy. That's the gates.
The coach used to come in through these gates and around out the other side. In the days of old. And there's my mum.
Oh, was the boarding house, or what was it one
It
time?
was a homestead, North Woodlands homestead.
Beautiful, I love that. I love that.
I've got us coming in on the movie.
You take this to what house, it's just as good that.
Yeah.
That's good.
I wonder what we should do here to get them off.
Probably make it straight to the step, do they?
Yeah, well, up a bit
Open the
further.
door and we'll see where we're going.
Hey.
I'm sorry, you're becoming wet man. We get got to the gates here. It's pretty narrow. Yeah, it's slippery. And you're very much great.
Every time I do.
like we are, gets a shot, doesn't it?
No wonder I'm getting hot.
Walleyes.
His sister had one brown one and one blue one.
But is that ancient and old and rickety that one morning Mum thought he was dead?
Where, Ben?
Yeah, more than once. Tell him about that.
He keeps getting run over, but nothing seems to kill him off. He was run over again last week. No, our son thought he'd gone silly. He said, I don't know what's happened to old Ben. He said, I'd shout at him, he won't do anything I tell him. So I get on the motorbike, he goes and brings the nearest mob of sheep in and I can't stop him. We didn't know he'd gone deaf, he couldn't do it. Travis lost his voice and the dog went on getting the wrong sheep and he was stone deaf.
How old was he when he went deaf?
He was 16.
He was lying on the mat at the back door and Jed was going to Bowles in a hurry. He pushed the door open, he didn't shift because you have to bump him with the door. He kept bumping him and he said, he's dead. And I said, the poor old thing, don't keep bumping him. He said, I haven't got time to deal with him. I said, well, just drag him away for the time. He went round, just went to pull him away and he jumped up. Another day, similar thing. Has everyone there? Well, now I'll tell you a little bit. You know, Old Woodlands is now called Dunworthy, it was down near Ararat. Well, the original Woodlands run was 186,000 acres and it stretched from Dunworthy, from that old Woodlands down there, to Tottington, which is halfway to St Arnaud from here. The boundary was all wire netting and the McCullochs selected it, and inside I have a photo of the house down there when it was first built. Well, when the two girls, they had two girls, Amy and Alice, and when the girls got married, Alice came here to live.
Miss Alice McCulloch?
Yes, Miss Alice. Yes, and her mother laid that foundation stone.
Oh.
Now, I believe that Miss Alice designed this house. Evidently she was quite a painter, and she did portraits of which the family were very proud. The only things I can, maybe some of you people might be able to fill me in on some of the history, but he didn't seem to get much of a look in, I just felt. And he went off anyway, because this belonged to the McCullochs. And after they left, a little while there was only an old caretaker who lived in the laundry. And then the place was split up for soldier settlement at the end of the First World War. The reason why this place is back to the front, we normally come in through the puddles in the backyard, is because there were no roads there then, nor was there a railway line. And the coach track came through here, and the coaches would pull in here for the ladies to alight. There was an enormous hedge, it was about 20 foot high and 20 foot across, cypress, right around there, and another loop and a piece down there. The coaches would come round here and follow the track across here to the next pub, which the pubs were always just a little nice trip for the horses between. Anyway, after the First World War, the railway line went through because of the wood here. And that bitumen road that you turned onto was the line that was closed a number of years ago. So after the railway line was put through, they put a road alongside, which put these houses back to the front, which is really quite a shame. However, after the McCullochs, he was not a good manager. They bought this land and they bought it for £2 an acre. Now, he couldn't make a go of it. He's a poor manager, very nice man, very popular. He's just a working man like everybody else, and all his workmen and that were very fond of him. But anyway, the place had to be sold after he struck the 1914 drought because he couldn't keep afloat. And so they bought it for soldier settlement, and the soldiers had to buy it for $7 an acre, and all the adjoining properties here were part of the Woodlands. Well, they bought it for £7 an acre. He said they'd never make a go of it. Well, they couldn't either, but they didn't give them enough ground. So they sold it out. And people who bought it after that, one of their neighbours over here, they came in after that, he was also returned land. But Mrs. God still lives there, she's 90 years old. But
That's the house I said on the way in. That
yes, and she said they came in and they paid £9 an acre. Now, now it's got a couple of golf putting holes in it. So it's all right.
How long have you been here?
All my married life, it's 36 years.
That used to be a croquet court.
Kids use it as a
Tennis
tennis court.
Don't walk on the edges of the green.
Bit of a dip over here. Can you imagine the ladies in their long gowns playing croquet? Kids in later years playing tennis.
And Mum's got no one to help in the garden. She does it all herself.
Beautiful. It's wasted on the youth, isn't it?
Look.
Oh, yeah.
Last Wednesday morning, just that house opposite the funeral where your branch would go straight on out to the prison post.
Somebody's had a good crop this year. Pumpkins. Looking down the side veranda. Aren't they lovely places?
I'm out to homestead in
Huge. Hello, Mrs. Vivian.
Yeah, I'll go shut the light.
We were looking down the front. Gardens. Away from the house.
I'm going back the door all day. Walk back.
Front.
Now they will.
I love the turret. Just over there. It's beautiful. Walking down the side of the croquet court, past the veranda, towards the back.
The lady said I could have a couple of sprigs of now.
Of what, Mrs. Stevenage?
Of the beautiful red.
Beautiful red what?
Geranium.
Oh, geraniums. They are beautiful, aren't they? The hardy
I've
things.
got all the others. I've got this one, but I haven't got that. You got the white one? Yes, I've got the white one. I've got that one.
Right, around the corner. Here's the modcon. I bet that's not 87 years old.
And
Where do we go from here? Around the corner. Getting there.
yeah, this should be the
Here's the back.
Getting in the way there, girl.
No, just looking around the back. See the birds? Sharks, I think.
Yeah, kettles are very good. I'm sorry I didn't bring Mum and Dad.
The dam was built before the house. Now you haven't seen the dam yet, but it covers about 10 acres. And the dam was built before the house was built. And all this bank here is reinforced with big logs, big logs like this. It was all done, of course, with horse and dray, pick and shovel. And it was a real showplace in those days because every Sunday the people would come with their gigs and horses and picnic lunches, and they'd be all around the bank looking to see how the dam was progressing. And it never overflows here. There is a spillway down there, and if it gets beyond the capacity of the spillway, it floods this side first, that side first, around the sheds, and then it floods this side. So it's been well designed and well built. Of course, it silts up over the years. We have had a couple of bits of clean out. And this little tile building at the back, that was built entirely to put the dirty boots in for the staff to clean. That was the boot shed.
This is the boot shed.
Now, when I came here, it was full of junk, and I cleaned it out and I used it for chicken greedy for them times. And now it's the kids' mud playhouse. They haven't got mud huts at home, and it's full, and it's quite a good mud house because there's sand on the floor, and they make that, and it doesn't make them so muddy as if it's clay or something like that.
Look at the old kettles up on the tree.
The concrete steps up off the back of the dam, and it's right on the sheds. It's very wet over the sheds because the land being so flat, it's very potholey and wet. But maybe some other day you might come back and like to have a look at the pigs' palaces and things over there.
what's the big two-story brick place over
We shall
there?
walk around maybe, and then by that time it must be lunchtime.
Going around the side of the house. Here's the procession.
Yeah, I know. Sure, get away from it.
Oh, he's dangerous driving, fella.
She's going up to get your brother. Huh? Yeah, I'm quite tough. No worries, Gary.
Around the corner we go. There's another dog. I can hear somebody calling him. Mrs. Devonish has found a friend. Who's this? Another friend. Come on.
It's got a beautiful smell, has it? I'm going to see if
You can get a
maybe
patty.
give me a little piece of it.
Yes, kumquats are beautiful too. Here's the other side of the
Yeah, got
house.
that one. You got that one pretty quick.
Third side. Here we go again.
I didn't hit you. That was for you.
A lot of brickwork. Oh, I haven't been inside yet, Mrs.
You
Devonish.
should see it.
Oh, I'll see it afterwards.
I love anything, you know, like this history or
Space,
anything.
yeah. They believed in space in those days. Especially if they could afford it.
Do you know, I reckon there wouldn't be half the sickness as far as, you know, emphysema and all that if they had higher ceilings.
You think so?
I think so, because these low
Dome. The concrete dome which the water went into.
we had one when we lived down the naval base.
Yes, there's nothing.
The parsonage got good veggies there.
16,000
Sure, let's
gallons.
have a
As
look
big
at the veggie
underground as this on
garden.
top. It's brick also.
Oh, here we are. This part of the veggie garden.
Oh yes. Poor old thing, you can't hear anything. No. It's nice to have your names on because I'll be able to tell you who you are.
You know, there's a
Passion fruit. Fruit trees.
try and strike it. They wouldn't like to give it.
What sort of tree?
Not that size.
Like your haven, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that wasn't as high as that. The well wasn't as...
Another nook and cranny inside. Past the door. What can we see here? I see an old pump, an old hand pump. Just look at it. Isn't it lovely? And here's the modern facsimile. Different action. One's pump and one's wrist. Isn't it interesting how things just look just right growing everywhere?
Yeah, but they were about as high as that, weren't they?
Tradesman's entrance. It's a tiny one at the back, near the back side, I suppose. Imagine history knocking on these back doors years ago. There we go, round another corner, past Mr. Mortlock. I think we're heading towards the front again, where we started from. Lovely gardens. Nice country sounds. Calls and all sorts of noises.
When was it first built?
What's this? What, Mr. McInnes?
When was it first built?
The foundation stone was laid
1909 there.
1909 years. That's 78. Mr. Miller, viewing the area,
How are you?
surveying the scene. Here's the front. Turret has me fascinated.
Listen, it might be easier to get the chair to the wheel down there's a ramp at the end there. Where the tractor mower comes up.
Good eye.
Nah, you can't.
Don't do that, Robert. She'll shoot you.
There's more chairs in here, in this room in here. Would you like to come down into this room?
Another room down
There's
there.
20 in this room here.
There's 20 chairs down there.
There's a bar in there as well, in that room.
I'll go and find it, dear. I'll
Right.
attach you.
You move down into that, in the B room.
In here. So that should sit everybody.
For him.
There's some in the next room too. There's seats in the next room if you like.
Right, let's have a party. Sing along. Who can play the piano? No piano players?
No.
Oh, what a shame.
I'm reading in the book. I used to be a one-hander.
Oh, did you?
Reading in the book. Yeah.
Look at that fire.
It said it's for the
Fireplace.
Go and on in the next room. There's chairs in that room in there. And there's a billiard table, mate. 3/4. In there. You saw it. Yeah.
There's boss lady making noises.
We'll play a bit of music.
It's a 15 an acre for in the early service.
It's beautiful marble fireplace. Look at it. Glorious shades of pink and brown and grey.
We'll have a cup of tea now.
Another room. Great wide passage with big. Get back so we can see it better.
Yeah.
Come down the passage. We'll go to the other living room.
Yes, you got it. Crocheted by yeah. My grandpa used to knot it, my mother crocheted it. Grandpa knotted, she crocheted it.
Enormous 20 rooms. There's a bedroom.
The Woodlands.
Rose. Rosewood.
Rosewood.
Down the passageway. Picture.
This is
Guest room.
the master
Bedrooms.
bed, another one there.
Bedrooms.
Another room with another marble
But we're
fireplace.
we got our living.
Black and white.
It's little sauce.
We have there.
They're at home in here. Lovely tins of tobacco, cough drops, all the relics in here.
Yes, look at the tobacco
Oh,
Colour that door. Straight all I got through, Dick. Don't move so fast.
The Nike or these vegetables that we're speaking of, the elastic has gone, so she's carrying the safety pins on a safety pin carrier. This is a camisole as well on top, and always in the bedroom you wore a dog cap. You didn't walk around the bedroom without your head covered. I hope you get that one. I'll sing some other guys.
Just keep it rolling, Peter, the cuts bits out.
Yeah, I know.
Right, now first of all we have Adele. Adele is wearing a bridal veil which belongs to James grandma.
James Grandma.
Yes.
It's only recently I don't know.
I just don't let me go for Chris. I wonder what I'd look up the wedding but I don't see it. Now also this pure silk scarf which you might like to pass around perhaps.
It's the largest thistledown.
And she also has a Sunday.
I feel like, doing
Peter, can you get it by sitting down?
I put on the apron.
Yeah?
I reckon you want to wear your full length.
Well, full length.
If it goes through your wedding.
Interesting this.
What's that mean?
Yes, it moves.
It goes through your wedding.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. Like my apron?
And as you see Kerry, she'll then reveal what she has underneath.
Hang on,
These particular pants.
I got a close up of that one.
If you'll listen for a moment, these pants were what James grandma wore under her wedding dress. They're pure silk.
Kerry?
Yes, under the wedding dress.
That way. That way. Now the other way.
You'll see what, something's happened to the elastic. She's now polishing her nails. And she's also supposed to be carrying one of these which holds the safety pins in case of emergency. Now, when she takes this off, we have the combination.
That was the ugliest sign I've ever seen.
You're around here, Sister Miller.
Did
Where's Joe?
you?
Now, I only thought of this yesterday when it's really hot. Absolutely. Watch some of them.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, it's quite a business.
That's the treasure.
Now, right, you all seen how it belongs?
Yes.
I think that's all we have to do. But I should have put more. But now, if you're interested, are you interested in seeing what's next for us?
Yeah, that's right. You've never seen
Of all the ridiculous things, these are babies' dresses.
Yes.
I'll just pass them, you can pass them along fairly quickly because otherwise your whole day will be gone and I'll be holding forth to you all day.
Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, wow.
Baby's dress again?
Yes. The lawn. That's right. Lawn, isn't it?
I think that would be fit.
And it was christened in the
Oh, yes.
100 years old.
Yes.
If you just keep passing them around to all the others.
Right, old.
You might go around there and pass them around.
Look at the little tiny waist.
Yes. 100 years.
Hand done something.
Very old. Some of them take
Over 100 years old.
And this particular dress, when you come to this particular dress, I found the hanky already tied on the string. It was always pinned on the front.
Oh, yes.
I remember when we used to have a safety pin.
I know it is.
I don't know whether anybody can remember these coat hangers.
I've still got one home. Yes, I think I've got one still.
That's still
All the materials, the cotton's wearing off it, but it's still, the hanging's still pinned on it. The hanging.
Me and mine don't understand it. We don't understand it.
Now this is a nurse's apron from the days when you paid for the privilege of nursing.
Button accordion.
Play on.
And another number.
This, come in. This unusual shaped room, isn't it?
Yes.
A lot of the rooms were staff rooms and they were knocked two into one. I think that was a bedroom, because it's got a belly, but this one from here, from that archway was all servants' quarters down this way. It's got a tin roof and there are little rooms, and they've mostly been knocked two rooms into one.
What was this?
This was two rooms, and it's been knocked into one. That's why it's a strange shape that it is.
No, you know what I thought might have been, if you said if it was maid's quarters, I thought this might have been a sitting room and that another room, but with the two doors you can see.
Yes, it's been two rooms. Now, I don't know whether this is a particularly interesting room, but I just started here because we'll work our way down.
There's no water room on the end here.
We had dances to them old things.
Yes. Yes.
Got the rolls for it too.
No, practice was, yeah, 78. We've heard to 78.
Beautiful.
Oh, yes.
How
Would you like to live here, Robert? Would you like to live here? You'd get lost. No.
Hard work, those girls.
Move in, please, so the next ones can fit in.
Yes, and beautiful.
If you keep moving in, the others can come in. Wait till somebody comes out if you can't. Oh, wait a minute, we'll come out and let you in.
Yes.
Well, these, I was going to say, this might be of interest to you. I always wondered what that thing was kicking around. And I discovered.
You pour down.
Yes, it is so you can see the time in the night. I'm watching it with its glasses. Beautiful. So you just put it in there.
It's nice.
Lot of work.
Come understand. Beautiful. I never in my life see that. Never.
This is the last remaining gas light fixture.
Yes.
That's a sovereign piece actually. Haven't found a sovereign yet to put in it.
Well, I've got the other ones at home. I should have brought them in.
Yes. Oh well.
Didn't think of it in the rush this morning.
Never mind. When this lot moves out, then they can come in. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Actually, I've got a few other bags there too. Oh, you get used to it. Yeah. There's 4,000 of those little doozy watches in those too.
For goodness sake.
All made from scrap material.
Yes.
I'm reading at the guest thing.
Guest, you're welcome here. Be at your ease. Get up when you're ready. Go to bed when you please. Happy to share with you such as we've got, the leaks in the roof and the soup in the pot. You don't have to thank us and laugh at our jokes. Sit deep and come off. You're one of the folks.
Oh, lovely.
I love it.
For a long time, but you see they put the pocket watch in there so that they can see the time in the night.
Very interesting. So for the people who can't come, this show.
Oh yes. That's a nice thimble in that too, in the little thimble case. Button hooks and things. Now how many more haven't been in here? A few more.
I think we got those across on video, did you?
Yep.
Yes, good.
Who made these?
I did a bit.
Jane? Jane? How does she head over everything?
So that's another one. Yeah, that's a different one again.
Yeah. Beautiful chest of drawers.
Lovely, isn't it?
I never get up.
All the old open fireplaces.
Yeah.
Now, where are we now? To the...
I was just looking at that. Did your mother do all the preserves?
Yes.
Yes.
Now this one, teal is 2 rooms.
I wouldn't mind taking the pantry. I got you a little piece of that craper stuff, and I just took a piece of it.
Took the cones out of the plums, squeezed some nectarines, just
I'll let you know whether it takes or not. You know, you could really get lost in here.
Yes, you could. I don't think, but
It's a decent fridge.
that's part of the bell service there.
Are you really taking photos?
Yeah. I'm rolling.
Yeah.
I gave Jane that she was to make a dress out of it, and she gave it back. She said only wear the dress a few times to be gone, so, which is true now.
That material in the large shad's over 100 years old.
Any of the others coming? They can go back and linger if they want to. This is always a bit like a lucky dip, it's not very tidy.
This was 2 rooms.
Yes, this was a return service.
That original
Come in. I was just saying, most of these rooms, little rooms and all, had wash basins in. We pulled most of them out. But the original water service had pipes about that big, and there was a return service from the range in the kitchen. It went right up and around that other wing and all the way back. And naturally, we didn't have hot water half the time because by the time we went all that way.
Yes.
Oh, look at that chest. That's cedar, isn't it?
Yes.
Plenty of dust on it too.
Yes. Oh. Well.
But I was just saying, these light shades, the material made that out of some material that's well over 100 years old. I don't know how old, but it gives me a lot of pleasure to do things like that.
It does.
And I enjoy those shades. I love those.
I nearly had it dressed out of them, but I thought it'd be better in a light shade.
Yes, I gave Jane to have a dress made, and she'd only wear it a few times and be wasted. So she gave it back. So now I've done this. I'm glad. I'm glad she decided not to keep
You weren't meant to. You were meant to make the shades out of it.
That's right.
Plus it creased like anything. I thought, well, yeah.
I don't remember that. I had a heck of a job to get the fringing the right colour.
Yeah.
I really did. That was all.
You did a marvellous job.
Was this 2 rooms?
Yes, it was 2 rooms. A lot of them were 2 rooms.
Marvellous job.
This is always untidy too, but I want to show you this.
You do a marvellous job. You can't do everything at once.
Well, no, we sort of run out.
You only got 2 hands and 1 pair of feet.
Sometimes I wish I had a few more.
Yeah.
Now this, I don't know, we might all fit in. This is where the bell numbers come up. I was just going to say that. Now this is the butler's room. His sink is there and the cellar's underneath.
It's got bottles of...
Now, we did paint this last year, but I had my knee operated on. I never did any more. So these old bits of carpet are covering up the paints we spattered old wine. But one of these days I'll get round to doing something.
But I thought that's probably where the servant bell...
Yes, that's where the servant bells used to come up. Now where the others coming in?
No.
Anybody else to come in?
No.
The inside staff weren't allowed any further than that. Servery's where everything was passed through. And this back veranda had a lattice across. This end was the infirmary where the inside staff could go, and the scullery staff were in that end, but they weren't going to have any notches going on. The inside staff were to go through. Now I'll go just past if I may.
Yeah.
That's the ceremony there.
Where we live.
This is the kitchen where I had all my meals from when I was a little girl.
This also was 2 rooms.
I love a big kitchen.
And the original range,
Walk round the table and the chairs around.
the original range was from there to the end of that thing on the top. They burnt about a barrel load of wood every morning. It was a great firebox with a bit of barrel load of wood in.
You would.
It was a frightful stove, smoke, bills, cock, smothered. Now this room, go into this side of the table a little bit down here. Could you hear Could you hear what I was saying about this was 2 rooms also? Now, when you look at the wall there, I was saying anything was good enough for the servants. Now, if you look at the plaster on that wall, it looks as though it's been plastered with round-mouth shovel.
Yes.
That was anything. Well, anything was good enough for the servants. Slap on.
Yeah, the servants had to just do the best they could.
That's right. Now, the original range was from there to where that wall is now hanging. A great big black stove was here when I first came here. And it used to burn a barrel load of wood every stoking just about. And then we come through here. When we come through here, this room, which we had done 20 years ago, was 3 servants' room and the walk-in pantry. 3 servants'
3 servants room and a walk-in pantry.
Wow.
Oh, gosh, how
You can feel the joint, with the jaw joint here. This one went to about there, and then the two more there.
Good heavens. Wow.
And we had them knocked in because that front lounge is just too far away.
Yeah.
Altogether.
3 rooms, you wouldn't
And
think.
a pantry.
Wow.
Now, on the wall here, you'll see an aerial photo that we had taken last year.
Yeah, we're just looking at that.
Of the
Lovely.
house, the dam which you haven't seen, but you're welcome to go up on the bank. Now here's the stables and the pig sties over there.
Oh, yes.
No. And Stan Kelly painted those two, they're at the Historical Society, and he did those from photos and gave me those two.
Did you know we were hiding on Saturday?
Now over here,
No, I didn't get out the door, so
this
it's too cold.
picture here is worked in silks, and it was worked in about 1840 by Jeff's great-grandmother before they came out here. Now when they were coming out, she had 2 small children, and she gave birth to another baby on board ship, and she died, and so did the baby, and they were buried in the sand on the beach at Queenscliff.
Oh, dear.
Now, we went to make inquiries about the grave, and they said, well, about 1920 the wind was uncovering the coffins, and they paid a man 25 shillings for each coffin he could find, and they buried a common grave in the Ocean Grave Cemetery. But that's worked in silk. You can even see the strand of wool from the spinning wheel, and the cat at the feet. That also belonged to my great-grandmother, that little salt cellar.
She worked here, we used to see a lot of cemeteries. Wow. Look how gorgeous.
Yes, I've been there a number of times.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Beautifully kept. Oh,
Yes. Very all higgledy-piggledy.
Yes.
Every which way.
yes.
Maybe Rachel.
Oh, it was very dear a couple of years ago, but at the Port Campbell Cemetery.
That's the original frame.
Oh, dear.
My brother said, you want to get that sealed in a glass case so it won't deteriorate. I said, then I couldn't enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it, and of course it gets me too bad. So I said,
glass surface.
yes, I said, it'll stay there for
Yeah.
long enough. I think it will.
Beautiful.
It's interesting when it belonged to the family.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm compiling, it's supposed to be compiling lots of things, trying to get all the family history together. I've got a lot of information. I'm also supposed to be writing a book on the history of North Woodlands. Also supposed to be helping with the book of when we were young. I came from Paradise, and we know the name of the book is to be called, they called it Paradise.
Goodness me.
But I just don't seem to get round at all.
No.
Never mind.
Oh, yes. I'll
We
tell
had-
you, I see there's a reunion of all the Gilpin workers being held at Timber shortly.
Is there? Yes. I had Professor McCullough from America out, his wife just lately. He was very interested in me writing the history of North Woodlands. I also am trying to get it together, but it takes time.
You'd have to give a lot up to concentrate on it.
Yes, we bought a mini cassette recorder because old people don't like talking in front of things, and it's voice activated, and you can have it in your pocket or your handbag and they don't even know you've got it.
That's a good idea.
Because you can't even buy those now. How do you get those? But our old phone we work on a torchback.
Kerry had an accident with the power.
Yes, never mind.
That's what I said.
But it's a funny thing that my brother-in-law, first time he'd ever been up here, and he's never slept in a room as big as this anyway. He went up to bed at night, he had to go to the toilet one night. He got up and he went to the toilet, and he didn't want to wake Beryl up. He came back and she could hear this funny noise. She put the light on, he's trying to get in the fireplace. He got so mixed up.
Excuse me, Mr. Barnes. Look at the size of it.
The girls have been powdering the floor in here.
That's where the ballroom went.
Oh, it's lovely.
Now, there's nothing of great interest down this other end, I don't think.
Oh, sorry. There's a beautiful picture on the edge of the bathroom. Oh, no, this one.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It is actually.
Is that a drawing or a watercolour or what? This picture, I think it's superb.
Oh, yes. No, it's all right.
The mother nurse today.
This one is
Oh.
baby. Isn't it
Beautiful.
beautiful?
Are they original straight?
Yep, now I'm
Good, there we are. Out of Jane's Place. It's a beautiful little verse in tapestry, done by hand, of course. I'll read it for you. It says, "The year ahead, what will it bring? At least we may be sure of spring. But what will they hold the coming hours? At least we may be sure of flowers. Blossoms and birds and budding trees. Thank God we may be sure of these." Isn't it beautiful?
Thank goodness I'm sure it's on this time.
This, Joe?
Well, you know.
What's all this laughing around here?
That is lovely. Have a look at it.
Who worked this, Joan?
I don't know.
No idea, it was just on the face.
Well, Mum probably knows. All this goes in one ear and out the other for me.
Well,
Some sort of...
What's that clicking noise in there?
I don't know.
Because after a while back up and see a ticking little tick noise goes over.
Yeah, I heard that before too.
I just love the windows.
Yeah.
Windows.
We'll have to have a read of the instructions, see what it says.
No, I was doing it Friday, so I wasn't going to that.
Yeah. No, I don't know,
Who
Pete.
had the powder attack?
Tiny stitches.
Who did the powder?
Terry.
She's in the bus already.
Is she?
Yeah, she's in the bus.
She's had afternoon tea.
What time is it?
She's in the bus.
It would be time to start.
Day Centre bus leaving North Woodlands.
This one than you.
You at the back window. Whoops.
Is it too tight for the poor old mice to get up?
Actually, no, we didn't go. We didn't have a look at the dam. We should have done that.
Yeah, your mum said it was too wet.
See you next time you come out.
Looking over towards the sheds. You'll probably see Mum out the side there waving.
Yes, we can catch you now on your left, Joan.
You're being tea. Hang on.
What was it?
Painting. Actually, is it going to go? Sorry, Jane.
Can you sit up down the back here?
Oh, no. I think.
Blimey, this is a rocky road.
If you want to go on the boat, just go on the bus.